I bought myself my own birthday cake, and I bought a Toy Story. It was just Toy Story. It wasn't Toy Story 1, 2, 3, or 4. A tray bake, and the problem is tray bakes are usually like small and like dry and crap and all this sort of stuff. There was a Buzz Lightyear one. It was really long and thick, but I didn't. It's so childish. What's up, guys? This is the Dave and Josh show. I am one of your hosts, Dave, and this is.
I'm Josh.
There we go. Simple as that. We are currently starting this out just with a podcast. We've got plans to go further from there, do other podcasts, maybe videos and skits, jokes, whatever. But we'll see down the line. For now, it's just going to be this podcast, Dave and Josh show. We might even rebrand the name, but for now, that is us. So if you haven't subscribed, do it now. You won't miss out, and press the bell notification and like and comment on that stuff.
Simples.
Simples, as simple as that. My mouth is really dry. I don't know why. Having a parrot. Really hot.
Having a parrot? Well, why are you eating a parrot?
Why am I eating a parrot?
Yeah. You said something about eating a parrot.
Oh, paracetamol. I had a paracetamol. It's really dry. Okay. Yeah, so so 2 days ago, I went to bed at like 2 a.m. or something. And then yesterday I went to bed at 1:45, so it wasn't too late. But I've done I've got a new Garmin watch. And every day I'm sort of trying to beat myself. I'm not hitting the goals I want to do. So I want to gain a certain weight and muscle and such. And I'm not drinking enough. I'm not eating enough. I'm all like doing all the online details about it. And I'm not doing too well. Yesterday I thought, I'm going to smash this. So I only have to do about 6,000 steps or something like that, and I've done 12,000. I played basketball for about an hour and a half. I went for a walk and a bit of a run. So I absolutely smashed it. I smashed loads of my goals, this and this. And I went to bed somewhat late, and I woke up this morning absolutely fucked. And there's a body energy calculator thing. Usually when you sleep and you wake up and it's like 100%. I've woken up and I shit you not, it's 57% right now. I woke up 20 minutes ago.
Are you sure it's not just the battery that's on 52%?
No. There is a battery's at 65%. But no, I'm exhausted this morning. My eyes are half closed, and we were saying we're going to record, so I was like, shit, get some coffee down me. I had a paracetamol because I got a bit of a headache, and get some cornflakes and a wee banana. Some people, some people are like, oh, that's a banana, right? Like, ish.
Yeah.
But they're like, oh, fucking won't touch it if it's like that. Do you know what? It's decent.
That makes perfect banana bread.
Yeah, exactly. It makes it more sweet. It's riper. I mean, but I know so many people that waste good bananas. This doesn't taste dissimilar from that, like the typical just straight up yellow. I mean, when it's really black, then it's a bit too sweet, and it's usually a bit.
See, what I usually sometimes have is a banana sandwich.
You Northerners are a bit weird.
No, but most people don't like it. It's an old family recipe. I'll say it's an old family recipe. It's not. It's just a piece of bread, butter, and banana. I sometimes have it with peanut butter.
Yeah, okay, I can kind of get that. That kind of sounds more American. I mean, like, they love peanut butter and jelly, but with banana, well, that's, I don't know. I don't think it'd be a bit of me. Banana and bread, sweet sandwich. I mean, I don't mind. It's not really a sandwich though, but like jam on bread, which is sweet, not a sandwich.
Well,
jam.
A sandwich is a bread with some sort of ingredient inside it. It's not. It's. I mean, if it was just bread and the jam separate, then it wouldn't be a sandwich.
Yeah,
But as soon as you put something on the bread, it's a sandwich.
Yeah.
That's why it's called a bread and butter sandwich.
That's fair. No, that makes sense. I mean, the other day, so it was my birthday on Friday, and I bought this current situation, cakes are limited, and I bought myself my own birthday cake, and I bought a Toy Story, it was just Toy Story, it wasn't Toy Story 1, 2, 3, or 4, a tray bake, and the problem is tray bakes are usually like small and like dry and crap and all this sort of stuff. There was a Buzz Lightyear one that was really long and thick, but I didn't know. It's so childish. Fuck's sake. The hand gestures as well.
Do you want to reword that, Dave?
Okay, so it was quite a big cake. Buzz Lightyear was looking quite wedge, and I still decided to go with the Toy Story friends on the front of this cake. I bought it, and then I was like, I can't wait to dig into this. My birthday. I get it. It's dry as fuck. It's so dry. I literally had to add jam. Like I had a little Hardee's jam pot, and I was like, I have to keep spreading it with jam every time I had a slice of it. It's fucking so dry, horrible. It's like, why the fuck? You ruined my birthday, bastards.
I don't eat cake. I can't stand the taste of it. No, I'm lying. There's certain cakes that I'll eat, but I don't actually enjoy the texture.
I'll just get you a banana sandwich for your birthday, just for some candles in it. What do you like about cakes? Like the texture?
I don't know. I used to love eating cake. I mean, I enjoy a nice blueberry cupcake and stuff. But when it comes to like birthday cakes and stuff like that, I just can't stomach them.
Here's a question. Not talking texture. Flavour alone, do you prefer the icing on the actual cake?
No. I don't have icing.
What?
I'm just a boring old fart. I just don't enjoy icing on stuff. I think it's because I don't enjoy any sort of like buttercream or
any sort of what? Buttercream.
Buttercream. Yeah. Buttercream, not ice cream. If I was going to say ice cream, I would have said ice cream, not buttercream.
Kinky. I don't really enjoy any sort of butt cream.
I mean, if you wipe your ass with poison ivy, then that type of cream's all right. But you know,
helpful.
Yeah, but
butt
no,
the best.
It's like I don't like cream cheese.
No, I don't. Fuck man.
I like. What do I like? I like Red Leicester. I don't mind a bit of Edam.
Yeah.
I only like orange cheddar, but it's not crumbly.
Okay, I can't get you. Yeah.
Any other cheese, it has, even if it's like got the chalky texture, can't stomach it, can't swallow it, can't do anything with it. It just sits in my mouth until it melts.
My sister-in-law calls that itchy gum cheese. And it's kind of, do you know what? I was kind of like, what the fuck are you on about? And I was kind of like, actually, there's like it doesn't itch you. It's just a bit weird. It's a bit dry on your palate, your teeth, your gums and stuff. But I have to admit, I was never a cheese fan. Never. I fucking hated cheese. I only really ate it off pizza. I think that goes to show, like, you know,
I do eat mozzarella cheese, but I don't class that as proper cheese.
Mm. But yeah, I'd eat pizza and I'd eat burgers. It's kind of like fakish cheese. Excuse me, my bad. Yeah, it was kind of like pizza and burgers for the most part, and it was just sort of like that cheese and a small amount of it. If I had lasagna, I didn't like cheese. It'd just be boring without cheese. I loved that, but just didn't eat cheese. And then I think the last year or so. I mean, it's the same happened with tomatoes for me, but I'll come to that in a second. So it just, I swear, overnight I was just kind of like, fuck, I kind of need cheese. I've not been, oh, I need cheese and crackers in my life right this second, but it was kind of more, I need cheese in this meal. So with the tomato thing, so for example, I was never a big fan of tomatoes, but I ate them. But then I take tomatoes out of a recipe, and then I'm like, holy shit, something's missing here, and it's tomatoes. And then it was just like, put them in, and I'm like, fucking hell, this is so much nicer. So it's like, my palate's changed. I'm 27 years old, and I'm officially an adult now. I think I eat cheese, tomatoes, mushrooms. I fucking hated mushrooms.
Oh,
I don't enjoy mushrooms, but...
I'm the opposite to you. I used to fucking love mushrooms when I was a kid. I could eat them raw and everything.
Don't do that.
Now I can't stomach them. Yeah, even the smell of them crushes me.
See, yeah, they're a weird one because they are kind of like...
I guess I'm not a fun guy. I know I'm not sorry for that joke.
A lot of people used to say to me they're kind of like chicken. And I'm kind of like, how the fuck is it like chicken? It's not. It's rubbery. Like, that was the thing I hated. So the flavour wasn't always that bad, but you'd eat it and it'd squeak. That's the thing. Like a mushroom, you'd eat a mushroom and it's squeaking your teeth. And you can't fucking hell, what's that? But
what mushrooms are you eating? If they squeak.
I don't know. You get like button. What are they called? Button mushrooms.
I've never had any type of mushroom back when I was eating them squeak.
No, on your teeth. So you cut them through them with your teeth, and it can. It's weird. It's a thing. Don't come up.
Fucking squeaky mushrooms.
You got they make noises as you eat them. Like, don't hurt me.
Fried off, and they're just going.
No.
Squeak.
Don't hurt me. Don't cook me. You don't want me. I'm a fun guy. Double pun, same joke, but just reused, recycled old jokes. But yeah, I kind of agree with it. It's weird. I kind of agree with the statement of it is kind of like chicken, just shit flavorless chicken. With it's just kind of like a little bit, I wouldn't say earthy, but yeah, my palate's changed so much.
I think one thing what put me off mushrooms is that it's made out of cow shit.
What?
Seriously, if you, there's a clip on how it's made about mushrooms, and it's a pile of cow shit. What's in an old? They keep it in the dark. Obviously, mushrooms grow faster in the dark. So all you're basically eating is fucking cow shit fungi.
I don't know if you mean like manure. Like, I know it is like cow shit. But...
Yeah, but this is like pure cow shit, fresh cow shit. Well, they just pile
up. Lovely. Well, I'll think twice about eating mushrooms again. I've just started eating them, and now you're going to put me off. That's the thing. I'm actually fertilized. I mean, I've been playing Farm Simulator 19. I know everything about farming. Fertilized is the word, Josh. No, I wasn't aware of that, and I'll have to look into that because that is fucking. That is the case. Then
I used to work in. I didn't work. I volunteered. I mean, the amount of work I did put in, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you. I'd be on the beach. I used to work in.
Tell me where. I want to work there. I'm gonna fuck this up.
just a garden centre.
Okay, that's cool.
To cut corners in potting the plants. This is actually what made me leave the place. They decided to get human compost.
What, human ashes
from the sewers.
Oh,
no!
Wow.
Seriously, it used to be put through a cleaner.
Yeah.
And then it used to get packed up, and it wasn't called manure, it was called something completely different. But when you read the ingredients...
Human poop.
Yeah, basically.
You'd be reading like a list of like nutrients, and you're like, oh, okay. Human shit. Okay. Right. Well, I'm just gonna grab a handful of this and start sewing it. What? You were just lunch break. Fucking, I'm gonna eat as I go.
Oh, is that a bit of corn?
Oh, fucking hell. My stomach's turning. If I eat a banana in a minute, it's gonna be mushy and like whatnot.
So, which way do you open your banana?
The English way, or like the world normal way, which is meant to be the wrong way. But yeah, this way, which it's meant to be that way, isn't it?
Yeah. Honestly, if you open it from that end, I bet you can get into it faster than that end.
Oh, I need this thing. This is really.
You.
The 19's a bitch. See, I have tried. Hang on, let me give it a go for you. I'm probably not going to eat this one.
Well, before you do it,
I did it.
Squeeze the tip.
That's what I did. Yeah, I kind of squeezed it and then pulled. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it did actually work exactly as planned, and I got a little bum on. But not me personally.
Gives the extra flavour.
Why am I fucking peeling it? I need to eat that a bit later. And put it out of mind.
Until it starts sticking.
So it still starts. Yeah, well, yeah. Smell already. It's not bad smell. Pleasant smell.
So I was watching. I will say the channel's name because why not? Watch Culture.
What culture?
Yeah. And yeah. By the way, I fucking tear up two of my fingers together. just for the hell of it.
What the fuck?
And
I'm not surprised by it. I am still surprised. It's not me fucking.
I need to get it off because my fingers are going numb.
It's like me randomly playing with a ball of yarn while my nose. Oh shit! So Josh just got a chair recently, and he was like, "Oh, I don't have to get a decent chair." As you can see, the GT Omega. And I was like, "Yeah, go for it." And he out-chairs me because mine's several years old, and he's got the fucking works going on. He looks like a Formula 1 racing car. Mine just looks like a fucking Nissan GT bucket seat.
And the problem is, if you sit down wrong, you go all the way back.
How are you finding that? Sorry.
I shit myself when I sit on it and I start going backwards before I actually can get control of the chair.
You should be able to lock it. I mean, you've got a newer generation. You might have more options.
Oh, so that's what that's for.
A lot of people actually take the pillows out as like on here. Just kind of makes you a bit more like.
Oh, that's better.
But you locked it.
Yeah.
Well,
that's perfect.
Come on, Josh.
Do that.
Jesus Christ! I'm actually just constantly.
Hang on.
I've gone the wrong way. Musical chairs in this bitch. Oh. I went the wrong way.
This is the book.
Assembly.
It is. It's literally, I'd say, 6 pages long.
Yeah.
There's one page what tells you everything you get with it.
Yeah.
And then there's 2 pages how to put the chair together.
Yeah.
And then the viewers are thinking, yeah, but I'm just going to turn off now.
Fuck them. If they can't listen to like boring bits like this, they're joking.
A page to put your pillows on, which is fucking mad if you don't know how to put a pillow on, you know.
I don't know how you put a pillow in. I mean, that sounds silly, but like, I can't remember if it goes around the literal seat which sits there. The pillow's over there, I just can't be asked to put them on.
And then it's just 2 pages on how to fucking adjust the arms and stuff. But it doesn't really say where the lock is or anything.
What do you mean? They should be just under the.
No, it's just all standard bullshit. Oh, your arms can go up and down, up and down.
Yeah, and then on the left side, inside the bit over here, there's little tabs. They should be able to. Hang on, what's that do?
I've just deafened people by doing that.
Yeah, you should have a little tab here right at the front, and that should just do this.
Yeah, I can do all that. That's all that's in the book, but there's no lock. There's no part in the book that says about locking.
Moved on to chair and ages, just had it in some sort of way. Have you put that on your YouTube channel yet? The video.
I have, but I gave it a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
Because there's an hole, well, underneath the chair. It's just open. There's no cover or anything.
Okay.
So unscrewing the bolts, all the circular locking screw holders or whatever you want to call them. Stay up there. All fell into the hole. Well, 2 of them fell into the hole.
I remember
nice to find.
It was kind of like that, yeah. When I set mine up.
I mean, it's a brilliant chair, and you know, it's comfy.
Get used to it, but try and take the pillows off of it eventually and see how you feel with that. Just because, honestly, I didn't want to, but
I tried it without the pillars. I've tried it with the pillars and with the way my back's screwed, the back pillar. So I never ever sit with pillars.
Yeah.
But this chair, I've got scoliosis, so top part of my spine curves forward a bit.
So you're a bit more hunched naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Except for I'm slightly more good looking. I joke.
But no, yeah, it should sort your posture up. But have you put the video up on your personal channel?
Yeah.
Did you want to give that a shout out, a little plug?
Well, it's just it's the name that's plastered on bottom of the screen.
I think when you record this, it doesn't actually show it. I don't know why. I don't think it shows.
Well, it's Alton-Josh-1992.
I just put Alton.
Oulton. Not Aulton. Like nearly everyone spells it. It's O.
Oulton dash or hyphen Josh JOSH hyphen 1992.
Obviously, if this is going on YouTube or whatever, we'll link the channels because Mr. Dave over here has got his own personal channel as well.
Me, yes. That's just Reckless Snake. So RECKE. No, I spelled that completely wrong. RECKLESSSNAKE. No space, all one word. Reckless Snake, and subscribe. Thank you. The chair you're finding rather comfortable, or is it saying it's 9 out of 10?
9 out of 10, only because of the little problem with the gaps.
Yeah.
And then the locking bolts dropped. Because I've got 2 out, and I'm still missing 1, and I don't know where it is. It's not come out yet.
What's funny, I bought a sofa about a month ago, and it's an IKEA sofa, so it's quite thin at points. And
fucking cool!
I had to move the sofa out of the way because we was going to do some decorating, and all of a sudden there's this bolt on the floor. I'm thinking, do I ignore it and just kind of put it to one side, or do I try and work out what this bolt is for? Because I feel like it's fallen out of the sofa. I'm like, I feel like this is going to I'm going to sit on it one day, it's just going to collapse. All because of this one bolt I ignored. thought I'd do the typical English thing and just put it away. Oh, it's just a spare bolt. That's what it is. I don't need it.
It'll show itself when it's ready.
I do think IKEA has a few spare bolts and stuff, but I don't think this was one of them. So I do wonder. Oh, fallen.
And then just grab my computer then.
There's me at about 54% body battery, still trying to wake up, and there's you like pissing around.
Yeah, well, if I don't piss about, I'll end up falling back to sleep. I'm not used to being up this early.
This is what you like, just fucking look kid again.
I am slightly insane.
I mean, I am. Definitely am. This wall, although I'm not painting it myself, my fiance is still not finished. And I'm just like, oh, it's such a nice backdrop, but it's just not finished. It's so irritating. The light is so bright on here. I just look like I'm Two-Face.
Is not actually an angel.
Here's a question for you, unrelated. Cyberpunk 2077, right? Are you going to play that?
Well, I wasn't, but I'm going to have to. Especially if we're going to talk about it.
No, right, yeah, that's very true.
If we're going to talk about it, then yeah, I'm going to have to get it. But the game I'm looking forward to the most out of everything is Last of Us 2.
Yeah, baby.
I don't give a shit about the rumours. I don't give a shit about who spoiled the ending and what needs to go on. I am not the type of person to actually give a shit. I enjoy the game for the story. So
June 19th, correct?
Yeah.
So that's a month today. I love this game.
And then we've got Ghost of Tsushima.
How fucking good does that look?
Not watching anything.
Oh man! All right,
I'm going in blind.
I thought that. That's why you're wearing glasses. But
actually, I'm 50% blind in my right eye.
Oh, I'm gonna go now. I love it. I'm 50% blind. Fuck you.
I have to wear glasses. Oh wait, never mind.
But okay, spoiler. I won't spoil it. Right?
I've seen like the custom kits you can get and whatnot. I've just not really looked into it because at the moment I want to play Shakiro, Shadows Die Twice.
Okay, yeah.
I've been dying to play it, but I can't bring myself to pay 60 quid on a game I know I'm going to struggle with.
So I found that with like Farming Simulator, it's not quite the same, but I was like, I well
yeah, you killed cows with samurai sword.
I well reckon I'd like Farming Simulator. I've not played any of them, but I just reckon it'd be my type of game. Really slow, relaxed. You've just got to do everything exact. It's all realistic. I love realistic games. I do like some sci-fi games, but
wait, it's realistic. Have you seen how high you fucking jump on it?
I say, yeah, no, and you run like
you run like you're on cocaine.
It's like that, isn't it? Like running with your arms wide open. But no, yeah, for the most part, it's realistic, and I love that game, and I would buy the next one, but I didn't know, like, I didn't want to do it and then be like, shit, I'm not gonna like play it that much after I just paid. Was it like probably like £45-50? I don't know.
I think when 19 came out, it was. I think you could get the deluxe edition, what was about £55.
Yeah, so something like that. I mean, fucking hell, it's almost like you have to love the game before you buy something like that, because it's not your. I mean, not everyone is into Call of Duty, but it's not your typical Call of Duty or like GTAs and stuff. These big games that most people will get into. it's farming. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's so slow. Like my brothers have said, oh, like, is it actually good? I'm like, it's amazing, but I just don't think it's for them. For me, I'm like, I like to really sit back. I love grafting games. Like, I mean, did you ever play RuneScape?
Just going back to what you said, it's about farming.
Well,
It wouldn't be called Farming Simulator if it was about bleeding, painting a house.
I thought it was going to be about planes, plane simulator. Like, oh, there's flight simulator.
There's to answer your question, no, I haven't played RuneScape.
Yeah.
I think I tried it once and I thought, well, but I'm not going to say anything else on it because this will definitely get us into the negative subscribers.
Well, I never played premium RuneScape. I only used the free. And I played quite a few hours, but I think I got to like level 50, 55 or something like that. I gave up. And then I made another account and then gave up again. But I love the grafting in that game, although it's so fucking slow. And I played on my phone recently because it's recently come out on the phone, like iPhone and such. It's so boring in 2020 or 2019 when I played it. So boring.
No shit.
But like, I literally was like, bro, I need to get like decent armor. I mean, you can't just get any old armor. You have to level up and that such. But I was running up to, I can't remember fucking the areas now. Begins with V, I'm pretty certain. And I was like getting all these like ore, and then I go down somewhere else and smelt it, and then this, and I was like, this is so fucking slow. Like, I don't mind that, but it was just kind of like you click it and your guy does this, and then he'll finish, and you're like, oh, okay, click again. So you kind of like fall asleep between the fucking hits. Sometimes he one hits the stone. Sometimes it takes a couple hits, especially if you got a shit pickaxe.
I'm glad you said stone then.
But yeah, it does that, and it's such a fucking chore. But if I was to do it myself, it's a bit more like Minecraft. It might be a bit more engaging. And I think that's why Minecraft sort of surpassed in that sense. I mean, they're not really comparative, but what's that? Is that your foam wall thing?
No, it's a H.
H for house. Yeah. I like grinding games, but fucking hell, like RuneScape's so fucking slow. But Farm Simulator feels like you actually progress really fast, especially if you have helpers and such. So yeah. Going back to Ghost of Tsushima, that game, no spoilers. There's an 18-minute video on it. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. I'm not saying you specifically because I know you don't want to spoil it. Our viewers. It's so fucking sick. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's just amazing. I can't wait to play it. It's beautiful. Like, I'm minding my words here. It's beautiful. It's creative. It's creative. I'm not gonna spoil it. And it just looks like it's gonna be like, dare I say it, Game of the Year?
No.
Potentially. I fucking tell you, it's a competitor. Is that the word?
I think the Game of the Year is going to be something so stupid. It's going to come out of left field. I mean, if Fortnite can get Game of the Year,
true. But then again, you've got the majority of the people who play Fortnite are a younger audience. You
shouldn't be allowed to bleed and vote. Should be 16.
Well, it's just like voting on a game, isn't it? Really, like it's not really. It doesn't have to be like.
I know, but you get it. You're allowing little kids who only play Fortnite. You're allowing them to vote. So people who actually play games for like a living or who've been playing them for the last 20 odd years get a vote. Our votes don't count. I mean, I don't vote because it's pointless. So I don't know why I'm bitching about it.
I hate to say it. But I vote. Your votes count. If it doesn't count, and there's a load of BS politics behind it, well, then I'll be down.
Donald Trump.
Yeah, well.
Donald Trump.
Fake news.
China
virus. I can't do the voice. Just sounds kind of like a shit Stewie. Stewie Brian.
Oh, speaking of games, what was it now? The Avengers game, what's coming out, looks absolutely fucking awful. Do you know how many times?
Yes, it does look quite good.
It looks like an early PS3 game.
Do you know what? I only saw it. What was it? It was announced at E3 last year. It wasn't the year before that, was it? It was last year.
Oh, yeah, last year. But
it was one of these. It was one of these like, oh, it looks fantastic, but I'm really skeptical. I mean, who do you know the publishers? The developers?
Yeah. You're not going to believe it.
Who is it?
Square Enix.
The
people who put so much love and pride into the games. Yes, some of the games are fucking long and annoying as shit, but
Square Enix, fuck's sake.
When a big company like Marvel comes up to you and says, "Can you handle this?" and your team's one of the biggest teams in the world for making games.
It's to mention some of the games have actually done are like superb.
Well, it's like the Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts games are perfect. I mean, so some of them, what was meant to be for the handheld and got inverted for the game systems, don't work well. But the main story games are perfect. But it's like they had to redesign Black Widow after they first showed it off because she looked like a man. She looked like a guy in drag. And they've released some new game footage of the Hulk. And he's got skinny legs.
Yeah, no, yeah. The Hulk. The Hulk has to be overwhelming. Like I don't know. Just for as I don't.
Let me see if I can get a picture.
I mean, yeah. As I was saying, the Hulk has to be overwhelming. I mean, if you could, for some reason. I mean, have you seen the new game, the new Predator game?
Yeah, I've seen bits of it. Yeah.
So if you you can play as Predator or you can play as the opposition. So, I can't remember what it's called. So, I hope it'd be sort of similar to that, where you're kind of, oh shit, where are they? And all of a sudden you see the Hulk, and you're like, fuck, shit, he's massive, and then just fucking comes and just punches you one hit and just go flying. Let alone you got to dodge
You're ready for this?
Yeah, go on. What is that around his arms? It's a bit blurry, but what is that around his arms?
Oh, that's a body. He's picked someone up to slam them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see it now. I can see it. Yeah.
But look how skinny his legs are.
Yeah, I think because of the fact that person is on their arms, it makes his arms look bigger, so it looks his legs skinnier.
No, you can even look up the gameplay, the actual game footage what they released.
Well, how clearly
he jumps out of a plane, or Bruce Banner jumps out of the plane, transforms into the Hulk. He lands, and he looks like his legs are about to fucking snap. Yeah, his legs would not hold his body weight.
Yeah. Okay, it's probably fucking, half a ton, maybe close to a ton.
Hang on. But the thing
sure
is...
he actually has stats as well, don't he?
Yeah. He weighs up to his standard not so pissed off form. 1,400 pound. So that's 640 kilograms.
Pretty fucking heavy. How? I mean,
that's just in his standard form.
Yeah. What do you reckon the Red Hulk change like?
The Red Hulk weighs about the same. There's
Yeah.
no difference in size with
Just
Red
colour,
Hulk.
race.
I won't get into it because I can speak about Hulk and his different counterparts for days on end.
There's no problem with that. I don't know as much about.
Well, the Red Hulk can drain gamma and expel it when he gets mad.
Okay.
To where the normal Hulk, when he gets angry, he becomes more and more stronger and just steps and cracks off the earth and shit like that. But yeah, there's not much difference between the weight in the two Hulks.
Yeah, I imagine there wasn't like going to be too much, but just power, sheer power. So you don't think it looks good?
I'm going to buy it just because it connects with the Spider-Man PS4 game.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's they were saying Spider-Man is like a in-game prequel because the events in Spider-Man go on at the same time as the Avengers game.
When you mean Spider-Man, you mean the
PS4.
Spider-Man? Yeah, the Spider-Man PS4 game. Yeah,
Yeah.
which was done by Activision, wasn't it?
No, Insomniac. Same people as Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, Insomniac. Activision's fucking hell. That's like PS2, like Spider-Man or something.
Last game they did was, I think it was. No, I don't even think it was Ultimate Spider-Man. So yeah, it was Activision. Last game Activision did was Spider-Man 2 from the movie. I'm sure they did Spider-Man 3, but Treyarch took over. But yeah, again,
never
Treyarch's a spin-off of EA, ain't it? So
I don't know if this was the last one I'm looking at. Activision, Spider-Man fan. Yeah. But I wasn't aware of that. That's quite cool, actually. That is. I mean, it does look like a decent game. I just don't think it looks. I
feel like if it came out when the PS4 first came out, I don't think anybody would have the problems. But it's not, and we've had by mouse.
Do you know what do you know what this told me? This has told me that fans have such a fucking say. And what I mean by that is, look at Sonic the film. Like, what the fuck did Sonic look like on its initial trailer?
I think that was a trick.
Surely not. It got such a... I'll get what you're saying. So it's got like... everyone's like, what the fuck? And then like, it's created this big hype. But surely not. I
think it was a trick because just imagine how much it would have cost to redesign all the bears, all the toys, all the clothing. All that stuff is done way before the movie's even finished. So it's out in time.
True.
I think it was more of a setup going, you know what, let's trick the fans. Let's not say we're going to trick them, but let's trick the fans. And then pop, we get the deformed hedgehog.
Sonic. I haven't actually seen it, maybe. I really want to see it.
It's fucking good.
Is it?
I mean...
I'd love to see Jim Carrey in it. I'd love
there's a couple of... There's like... together, the two scenes make it like 10, 12 seconds where he flosses.
You'd hate that.
I just don't see the point in putting in every fucking thing. But we won't talk about the angry parts today, since it's the first video.
But we've films. I mean, you go to the cinema. Excuse me, I feel like I need to sneeze. I'm getting ill. With
Stop drinking Corona then.
with you go to the movies. I mean, I don't specifically watch kids' films unless it's like fucking Disney, right? You see a trailer, and some of the things are so cringeworthy because they're so like. I don't want to use the word "dumb down." It's offensive, but like, it's like really kind of like here's a really obvious joke.
Shits.
It's just like pushing a joke right into your fucking face. And I mean, obviously, I get that's with maturity and where people become more wise and they sort of understand jokes slightly different, sarcasm, etc. With this, it's like it's not funny unless I act like a buffoon, and I'm just like I don't get it. I never saw Angry Birds movies, but I mean stuff like that is the first thing that's come to my mind.
I watched the first one.
Any good?
It's actually all right. I'm not big on Angry Birds or anything what makes you feel like, oh, well, bye brain cell. But it is actually a decent movie. They've got a good cast.
I mean, that's the thing. At the end of the day, it's very similar to that. You've got things that I saw when I was 13, 14, maybe I was 12. You've got what do Americans call? Oh, pacifier. I was going to say the dummy. The pacifier.
Binky.
Which was Vin Diesel who done that one.
Yeah, that was a dumb movie.
But that's the thing. It's so dumbed down. I mean, I couldn't watch that nowadays. I look at Vin Diesel in a completely different way because of that movie. And then you've got Are We There Yet? Ice Cube, who I fucking love. He done Are We There Yet? And we done Are We There Yet too. And I watched the first. I don't remember if I watched the second one.
Number 2 was better than the first one, but only because it had Dr. Cox in it.
I did watch it, yeah, because I remember being like, "Oh, Dr. Cox." Yeah,
He's such a good actor.
He actually is.
He's. I mean, I like Ice Cube in some of his movies, like Are We There Yet? They're just pure comedy gold. But when you put a rapper who's acting in a comedy, even though he's funny, when you get a comedy legend joining the cast, it takes the spotlight away from the actual person whose movie it is.
Yeah. I mean, there's a new I think it's The Big Show. There's a Big Show, I think it's called.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. This is the perfect example of saying things that, like, I look up to Big Show, no pun intended. I look up to Big Show. I'm looking here and look who I've got.
I look up to Big Show, maybe because he's 7 foot. Sonic.
That's how Sonic's meant to look.
I'm stealing when I come down.
Yeah, I originally got my missus Tails. I think it was our first anniversary. I got a Tails. There's a whole thing about you be Sonic, I be Tails. It's a day to remember song. But it's what we were saying.
I like the evil twin version of that band. Days Not to Remember.
I look up to The Big Show and as like WWF, WWE era, and then I see a trailer for his TV show, and I'm like, it's like That's So Raven.
What the fuck happened?
What is it? Is it called That's So Raven, or is it just called Raven?
Yeah, no, that's So Raven. They're actually doing a spin-off of Disney Plus with the original cast.
Wow, okay. I wasn't a big fan of it, to be fair, even though I was quite young at the time.
Oh, here's one for you. Do you know why Raven Simone left Disney?
No.
Because they wouldn't accept that she was gay.
Really?
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, when did that stop then? I need to sneeze.
I think it was just after the last season. I think she did one more thing with Disney, and that was it, because they could not accept her being gay. From what I've read up and from the interview she's posted, it's only like the Blue Power Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
He's gay, or she?
No, he's gay. The guy who played Billy. Don't worry, folks. If you're watching this in the future, he's not dying from corona.
I don't know. Maybe I'm getting
it. But yeah, he was signed on to be in multiple Power Rangers. It was supposed to be in about 4 or 5 different Power Ranger shows. But in the 90s, up till he left Power Rangers Zeo, he was bullied on his sexuality. So
it's so. I keep gonna go back to like it's 2020. Stop doing all that stuff. Like now I'm not homophobic, but I once was. It's nothing like that. It's just like fuck me. Like I've got gay mates and like fucking hell. Like I can't explain it. It's just people are different and accept that. It's so like everyone's so judgmental and it's like because of it. I mean that's especially when it comes to professionalism, work. It should not matter.
Yeah. See, the thing is, everybody thinks gay is taboo and you shouldn't talk about it because it's not right about talking about it.
People don't want to step on toes.
The thing is, all out human history, since the first caveman fucking stubbed his toe on a rock, there's been gay people.
Yeah, you actually posted something on Facebook the other day, didn't you?
Yeah. It's World War II pictures where people were saying, oh, there weren't gays in my time. Yes, there was. There's been gays.
I mean, there's been gays throughout history. I mean, and so people are so like...
Mate, look at the ancient Greeks.
Yeah.
All you have to do is play, I don't know, an hour and a half of Assassin's Creed, and you get invited to fucking sex parties and everything. And it's like guys banging guys.
I'm going to pick it up.
It's Odyssey.
Oh, again, yeah, I didn't think I did that.
Honestly, there's a mission in Odyssey what will make you sit back and just go, well, that's amusing.
What the fuck did I just see?
Oh,
fucking.
No.
Reminds me, like what you just said. Just reminds me of Eyes Wide Shut. Have you seen that film?
I've heard of it.
Eyes Wide Shut. It's Tom Cruise.
I'm not a big Tom Cruise fan.
You're a hater.
I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater. I don't like his Mission Impossible movies.
Oh my fucking god!
I've just never liked them. I've tried to sit down and watch all of them. I can't get past the first half hour.
Mission Impossible 1.
But his Jack Reacher movies, they're some of his best movies.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Did you know he plays a fat guy in Tropic Thunder?
I haven't. Do you know what? Here's the thing. So I haven't seen Tropic Thunder, but I've seen a lot of clips of it. I know.
I'll see you later.
Bye. No, I know. I'd love that film.
See, Tropic Thunder could not be released today.
No, it couldn't. It couldn't.
No,
there's a load of films like that. Like, I mean, I go back to the brothers, like the White Chicks brothers. I can't remember the names.
Yeah, but this is gonna make me sound like a complete asshole, but they can get away with it because it's not classed as racist.
I kind of get what you're saying, but
the thing is, out of all the races, I've seen it firsthand. Yeah, white people get the brunt of it because of slavery and shit, but there was more people who were doing slavery before that who weren't white?
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, well, you
fuck all
have to
about
learn.
history.
You have to learn about it in school and stuff like that. And some of the stuff's like, but yeah, white people are complete assholes, but that's like 20% of the white people.
Let's be honest.
Most of the white.
There was a lot of Germans who are assholes, if not like 90% of Germans, or soldiers at least for the most part. But it's happened. We had a war, and it's done. It's the whole thing. I mean, my dad told me when I was younger, and for some reason always stuck in my head. You ever had a problem with someone? And this is a complete opposite to what my mum used to teach me. My dad always taught me, you have a problem with someone, get in a ring, which is hard to do. You can't be like, oh, I'm going to fucking get a ring. But
Hang on, I've got a ring in my pocket.
Will you marry me? Yeah, if you have a problem with someone, get in a ring and punch them, have a proper fight. But like, it's a scheduled fight. So you say, right, okay, we have a problem. Let's fucking settle this like men, even though he's telling me as like a person who's in school. So boys, but we fight, and once someone's established as a winner, you go, cool. We go our separate ways. If we become friends, it's like it kind of breaks a little bit of a barrier, a little bit like an icebreaker. It's like, okay, well, it humbles some people. Some people can't accept loss. But if you look at so many fighters, I don't need to mention any specific people who are like, oh, I'm going to beat you, and the other person's, I'm going to beat you, and like, you'll never beat me. Blah, 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 blah. They fight, and they like, and one person will say, you will never beat me. You're shit. You stand for nothing. La 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 la. You can't beat a fucking fly, mate. I don't know. And then they get beaten by that person, and then they're really humbled. Oh, we're gonna be friends. It happens so often in boxing, so often in mixed martial arts. It's just so strange. I mean, with war, it's kind of like, well, we had a war for a reason, and I still hear people, oh, the fucking Germans are assholes. And you think like, one, that was before your time. I get that, like, your ancestors may have, like, been in that war, but it was a war that was resolved. Like,
yeah. Well, it's, I mean,
history for a reason.
I've had black friends, or African American friends.
I love you like I had black friends.
No, well, I don't speak to them anymore. So it's, I mean, if I went back to them now and tried to have a conversation with them, it'd be hard because I've not spoken to them for years.
Well,
but yeah.
That's just because you've obviously moved. It's hard to juggle with friends, isn't it?
Yeah, it's. I mean, a few of my friends, we had a fallout before I moved back over, and we couldn't patch anything back up. But that's life. You live, you learn. Yeah. But I don't, I mean, we should get off the subject because I don't want to kick up a fuss, especially on the first video.
I love that. The first video, but like 10th video in, doesn't matter. Well,
10th video in, we have to make stuff interesting.
No, it's interesting. I mean, like you're not a racist person, so you're not gonna be right.
No, I mean, it's I don't know. It's like I look through Facebook and the coppers getting the shit beaten out of them because they're chasing down a guy in general, and the copper ends up shooting them to protect himself. So that's fine, but then you get the other way around where the guy is innocent and he gets shot. Yeah,
I've seen a lot of videos on police behavior in America, and I won't what's it called? I won't back and tell you the Instagram page, but if you really want to find it, it's there. There's a Instagram page that basically almost promotes behaviour on the NYPD. Oh no, it's not NYPD. It's just the police in the
Yeah.
entirety of America. And although there's loads of like, fucking hell, if he did do something that split second, that could have changed, that could have ended his life. For example, like a guy pulling that gun, and they justify it. So the whole comment in the description is basically the guy pulled out a gun last second, and you can't really see it from the footage because often where they wear those body cameras, you can't always see it, but they'll like zoom in and all that sort of stuff, so you can kind of see what you may have missed the first time, and you kind of, oh, okay, so he did good in terms of diffusing the situation. But they are like, I'll be honest and say, I mean, I don't mean to piss anyone off, and I mean, like, often they do the right thing. There's a few videos who like they justify it, but it looks like they're just fucking trying to kill them. Like, there's one situation I saw. I won't go through it. And by the way, it is Instagram, but you see people die. I don't understand how that's not banned.
Because it's it's a loophole in their in any of the social medias. I mean, I'm obsessed with how the human body works. As stupid as that sounds, or as creepy or weird as it sounds, I can sit there and watch a full live autopsy. And just think, wow, we truly are just empty bags of meat.
Yeah, we are. I mean, like, the brain does mental amount of crazy
control.
Yeah. But
if it's coming from a police footage from the police station or from the cameras where they got the video from, or if it's from a medical team, as long as they put for educational reasons, or this is what happened to the suspects, blah, 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 that's why he got shot.
Yeah.
They're allowed to show that stuff. If it was, I don't know, say for instance, a guy picking up a kid and slamming against the wall until his head popped, I'm not allowed to show that.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to fucking see that. I'll not want to see death anyway. But these are the things. And to go back to what I was saying, so basically this guy, there was two police officers, and it was kind of like a guy was just walking towards him with a knife. Our police aren't amazing. Fuck me, they're for the most part a lot more. They'll diffuse the situation without having to use lethal force based on what they've got. And I mean, we haven't actually got that many police deaths either. So I mean, people could maybe go, well, how many police officers have you lost due to whatever? But there's basically there was a person with a knife, and he was walking slowly towards someone, like these two police officers. And there's been other situations where it come down to they had to get shot, unfortunately, or justification. Yeah. But anyway, and they were just shooting from distance. And I'm like, you're completely safe. There's no one around. It was in the middle of like a highway, like a high road, a road. It was not that busy at the time. And they just it seemed like they were taking pop shots at this guy. And you think, like, it's fucked. It's so fucked, because you just think this guy had a knife. He can't do that much damage from distance. Do you know what I mean?
It depends, though, what he's done in the past and if he's a known criminal.
I get that, but
if they're firing warning shots, then that's all fair.
No, they was like straight aiming for the head.
Well then, if there was no, you don't know what he did prior to the police going.
And this is the thing. I mean, I completely agree with that. It's sometimes they've got a lot more intel than us, and you know, I'm not a police officer. I'm gonna stay out of it. But there's no one played Red Dead Redemption. Fucking shoot their hand, shoot their hand, and then they fucking drop it. Do you know what I mean? Then they quite shoot their hands, and there's fucking holes in their hand.
The thing is, with people, all because of social media. Yeah, I use it, but I mainly use it for game updates, movie updates, stuff like that. I very rarely follow people. As soon as I add someone, I just automatically click unfollow, so I don't get any of the
updates,
the crap and stuff. I mean, there's only so many times you can hear about someone's kid.
Some people actually like. Sorry to quickly say that. So many people are like their lives completely changed when they have a kid, and I haven't had a kid, so I know like I can't relate. But so many people, it's like they don't live for themselves at all now. They just live for their kid and promoting their kid. It's so strange. Sorry, Karen.
But it's you or stumble onto a video where a copper's chasing someone, or they're chasing the copper. It's like I saw a video over day on it, and this copper is running away from a guy who's got a knife and a gun. So the copper turns around and he gets sliced by the knife. So the copper turns around, pulls his gun out, and unloads a clip.
That's something as well. Sorry, they often shoot about a whole mag. Like they'll just
they get told to do that in training. If you're under attack and your life is threatened, you can do anything necessary to save your own life. They tell you that when you go for your gun license as well. If someone breaks in, doesn't matter if they have a weapon. If they're in your property and you feel threatened, you can take them out. But if they leave your property and they're running away, you can't do anything.
Yeah, their back's turned. Yeah, but that's the thing. I understand for someone who's not trained overly in using firearms, but as the police who have all these training programs, they shouldn't be told that. And because I've seen someone, so the police, I'm pretty certain they use the Glock, which is an automatic pistol, and it just seems like they're just fucking going for it, and I'm sure they must miss a shit ton more than they hit. And that's probably what it's down to. Train harder. I mean, sorry, the people on the London Bridge in England, who there was a suspect who was harming someone, he was injuring people, and he took, I think, 2 people's lives with a knife. The police eventually got involved, and apparently he had a fake bomb on him, and they put two rounds into him. You hear distinct two shots if you ever see this video of.
Is that the one where the guy goes after him with a fucking narwhal hot?
Yes. Yeah.
I shouldn't laugh, but
it's kind of
it was a fucking narwhal on.
No. I found that funny. Like it's such a weird.
It's bad. I've been waiting for this.
It's kind of like a Ricky Gervais joke. I mean, it's kind of like he distinctly says, "I'm not laughing at like the fact that people died. He's laughing at the fact that like in that situation, someone would pick up a narwhal tusk." And for people that don't know what a narwhal is basically a whale who has a massive unicorn-like horn. And there was it was a chef, wasn't it? It was a chef that was just on the opposite side of.
He was in his car. The horn was in the chef's car.
No. I think it was in the building. So he was working in. It was more so not London Bridge side. It was more Monument side. And he's come out of the building hearing this massive screams and stuff. Apparently he grabbed the narwhal tusk and he's just fending this guy away. I don't think he was actually, well, I can't speak, but I don't think he was trying to actually like injure the guy. I think he was just fending him away with his fucking however long narwhal tusk.
Guy trying to wait, or massive.
I'm an arsehole. I would have pushed him into the water. I know it's hard to say that, but I've been like, fuck off, and guiding him towards the.
See, I'm the opposite. You want to take someone's life and try and take more people's life, I'm going to ram you with it. I'm going to make sure it goes through you.
The Thames water is mental bad current. If you go in that, you're probably going to die of some sort of disease because it's brown as anything.
Well, yeah, it used to be
Despite what extenders, right? If you ever look at the extenders, they're polished.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like that when you go there. Trust me, spoilers. But you'll go there and you think, "Oh, it's brown. Our water's brown. Lovely." You need to put some dye in
it. I'm not religious, but I do go with the testament, an eye for an eye. So if you have the ability to take someone's life, then you're not going to survive, especially when it comes to a cop who's been trained to handle a weapon to self-defense, who's paid to protect himself and everyone around you.
So
it doesn't matter if the person who's just been shot is your family member or a friend. If he's doing something stupid what threatens someone else's life, then it's going to happen. Yeah, they've got tasers, and yes, they've got a new weapon coming out.
The British police?
I think it'll be over here. It's basically a the rope with the two balls, what you see like in movies and stuff. Yeah, where they just throw it and they wrap around them. They're fetching out a launcher. It's the same size as a calculator, but it sends out what is it? It's the same material what's bulletproof vests are made out of.
Kevlar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it wraps around them. They're going to try and use that from now on instead of using actual guns, but they'll keep the guns on them.
Yeah.
Just to be safe.
So tasers, actually, they're a bit of a funny one. Hang on, I'm going to sneeze again. Sorry about that.
To be honest, tasers are shocking.
Tasers work if they're... tasers work. So I'll tell you something I know about tasers. Not that I've used one. Or been tasered. So tasers work, and there's two prongs. Well, no, there's not two prongs. There's two different areas a taser has to hit. In school, if you ever done a circuit, in science or something, so you have to create a circuit of energy. So you have a little light bulb, and then you have wire, battery, and then you have wire back to the light bulb. It's the same situation. So what has to happen is that the first prong you need to go into, like say high up, and the other prong has to go lower or whatever, and it creates a circuit of energy. So the taser is the energy. The lines basically stick into the human skin and send them shocks to the actual person. So the person becomes the light bulb. That's how it works. If you don't hit the second shot, which often people think they do, so they'll go bang, the second shot may not hit. I think it might be bang, bang. But yeah, anyway, if the second one doesn't go in, there's no current. So it can only be put to there, but it can't be sent back. So there's no circuit, so it doesn't work. Hence why tasers are really good as non-lethal, but don't always work, especially if someone's rushing you But the London Bridge attacks, they're so fucking trained. These military police are so fucking trained, and you get TSG and such. They're just bang bang, that's it, done. You ain't got to do too much. It was a situation. I mean, I hope no one sees it, but there was a man wrestling this potential, called a terrorist, on the floor, and he runs off. As he runs off, police bang bang, that's it. Situation averted, and it was very clean. It was very well done, and whatever else. But in America, it just seems like fucking hell. If I can just shoot 9 bullets into something.
The problem America has with it's same everywhere. The people who end up being coppers or teachers are the two type of people who get bullied and who are the bullies.
Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, that's
They do it for the power. They don't have power when they're a kid, when they're getting bullied. So they become a police officer and think, oh, look at that, I've got complete power.
correct me if I'm wrong. It's something like that in Jack Reacher. Doesn't he say something like there's only one reason why? No, there's only 3 reasons why someone joins the army.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I want to
it's
say
been
there
a while
is.
since I watched the first one.
Nah, same. But I think he goes like, oh, just to kill someone, and then like, because you're actually a patriot, and there was another reason I can't remember, but what was like they're actually a psycho or something, and they're bored. I can't remember the third reason, but yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, nothing else in Jack Reacher.
Back in my high school days, I was the bully who took out the bullies.
Basically, you was just an Avenger.
Well, yeah, I was the asshole took out the assholes. Once people got to know me, then that was fine. But if anybody started bullying my friends or anything, and they couldn't do anything about it, I used to step in.
See, I actually had a situation. Specifically, I was year 7 in secondary school, and I went onto the basketball court. This is a funny story. So I go there, and I have these 2 new friends. Like year 7 is the first year of secondary school or high school, whatever the fuck. And I go there, and there's these 2 friends of mine in the basketball court, and there's like a bunch of people playing basketball. And then I go there, and my 2 friends are like, "Oh, that specific guy's being horrible to us," as he used to speak in like year 7. "No, he's being horrible. He's been a poo-poo head."
Mom!
And I went, I don't know why, and this is genuine. I don't know why I thought I was a big bollocks like Billy. I've gone, "What kid?" And they've gone, "Him there." I'm not a bully, by the way, and I've been bullied all my life, so I'm definitely not. I think this is one time I was like, "Fuck this motherfucker." So
I'm not a bully, but
no, it was just this one time. Fuck me, like you'll find out in a second. So I go over to this guy, and I say, like, "What you doing?" And he goes, "Don't worry about it." He carries on playing basketball, and I'm like, he's fucking mugged me off. Anyway, I'm talking to my mates, and for some reason, I think it's a good idea. And spoilers for my fucking deputy head in school. That kid runs around with a basketball, and I stick my leg out. I'm talking to my friends, and I just stick my leg out, and he trips over. He goes on the floor, splat on his face. So sorry if that was a really audio like loud.
I didn't quite hear you.
So he gets up and walks. He bowls up to me like a fucking farm simulator guy, and he's like, he does that to me. And I know if you were listening to audio form of this, I just basically just was like, "Really, motherfucker?" And I went, "Don't stack it, mate." All right. I don't know why I was so cocky at year 7, and he just goes, "All right," turns his head like that, and it just goes, bang, straight in my mouth, right? And I don't know why, like, I don't really go down when I get hit. It's a weird thing, right? So I've been hit, and I was like, okay. And then I was like, fucking, have you ever played Fight Night?
Yeah.
So do you remember when like the referee's like, 1, 2, all that stuff, and you got to match your analog sticks to the fucking bits? I'm not lying. I fucking promise you, I've never been knocked out, but this guy sparked me a little bit, and I was like, fucking hell, my eyes must have been rolling, and I'm like, shit, man. Trying to get my focus. I'm still standing up. I've not been knocked down. I'm not like, or like my eyes are closed. I was just like, Jesus Christ. So that's me. Trying to get my eyes focused, and then I'm getting people go like, literally, they're like this. You're bleeding, like that. And I'm like, blurry. I'm like, what? And they're like, you're bleeding. And your nose is bleeding. I'm thinking, how the fuck's my nose bleeding? I don't know what's going on. There's a load of noise. There's a load of fucking whatever. And I just remember, like, I'm just spitting, like, dribbling blood and spitting blood. I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway, I had to go to the medical room, or whatever you call it, doctor's office. And I got sorted out, and my nose wasn't bleeding. I don't know where that fucking come from. My nose has not bled since I was like 4 years old. My brother punched me in the nose. Nice one. So
that's why it goes.
There's a massive lump on it. But yeah, and this is their true story. So I never actually hit him back. I think he just one hit me, and I won't take that as a loss. He hit me. I didn't go down. I just didn't return a punch. That was it, right?
No, that's a loss. That's a loss.
No, it's fucking loss. I've never lost a fight in my life. Anyway,
that's a loss, especially if your eyes are going. Wee!
I fucking fought back. I just listen. Anyway, then I'll go back and fucking punch him.
We'll call it a draw.
Well, a lopsided.
Do you remember from 10 years ago?
Yeah, do you remember that? Yeah. So anyway, got cleaned up, and it was actually I lost part of my gum where it hit my lip. I think it was this side. It hit my lip and just took a bit of my gum out. And anyway, so the deputy head went to me, "What happened?" And I said, "Listen, I was just chatting to my mates, and they tripped over my foot." And I was like, I said, I didn't mean to say this, but I don't know why I did it, and I apologise. I said, don't stack, or like, don't stack it, mate. And he went, "Okay, I understand." And then excluded the other geezer, and I was completely let off free. And he had like a week's isolation and all this sort of shit. And the truth is, I actually was the one that fucking, what's the word? Like, egged it on, in a sense. I was the one that sort of
started it.
Yeah, basically.
Lit the fuse of your own demise.
And I got punished for it. I mean, as a 27-year-old, I look back at that and I go, well, fair fucking play. He stood up for himself and punched me in the face for tripping him over. Like, what? Why wouldn't you have done that? But funny enough, I told my mum, right, as a year 7 does. I was like, "Mum, I lost part of my gum because I got punched in the mouth." And she was like,
"What you get for being cocky, you little shit?"
And yeah. And I told her the name, and she went, "You used to be friends in like fucking year 1 with that guy." And I was like, "What the fuck? I didn't know that." Like, when I was really young, I was like friends with this kid. I didn't know. He obviously changed how he looked, and then I'm fucking standing up for my new friends, who just never thanked me for, you bastards. What was the point? I lost part of my gut. I've got it back. It grew back. Thank fuck. But yeah, all that just to fucking. But you live and learn. That's told me a good thing about never fucking stand up for yourself. Always run away.
Last time I didn't stand up for myself, I ended up in hospital with fractured ribs.
Last time you didn't stand up for yourself?
Yeah. I never used to fight. I still don't fight. I can't stand fighting.
Right.
But I got jumped, and it all started because this kid was being cocky. He's like, yeah, 1v1
I rolled up
me.
my sleeves now. I'm talking about fighting. Sorry.
He's like, 1v1 me. Come on. Why? You know, I don't like fighting.
I'm rusty.
And he's like, no, just 1v1 me. I'm sick of this. I'm fed up with you. I'm fed up with being where we are. I'm fed up with everything. We used to be friends. We used to chill out all the time playing games.
I feel like kids do that. Don't you think? Like, a kid will get bored with you and then all of a sudden be like, "I want to fight you." And you're like, "Why?
Yeah,
I've done nothing."
It happens. It's happening with my nephew.
His friend?
Yeah. Yeah, before this all broke out, he beat the shit out to people tried to jump him at school. His dad had to rag him off the kids. But yeah, anyway, and we started fighting. He picked up his skateboard, went to whack me with his skateboard. So I wrapped my arm around him. I'm like twice the size of this kid in height. I used to be really skinny. Not as skinny as Dave, though. I mean, yeah.
I can't hit my caloric intake. Fucking this Garmin. I'm trying to eat as much as I can, and it's like, no, you're not eating enough. Just, come on, carry on.
And I wrapped my arms around him to tell him to calm down, that I'm not going to fight him.
And told him, don't let you go, Jack. I won't let you go.
No, and the next thing I know, crack over my back. He only got some of his dickhead friends and their friends to join in the fight. And some of the kids I couldn't fight because there was fucking 9 and 10. So I wasn't going to hit a kid. I was 15 at the time.
Yeah.
So I pushed them out the way, like you do. Made sure that they didn't get hurt. And then I found a piece of 4x4 on the floor. So it was to try and defend myself with the kids from...
Right, I was going to say, make sure you don't get hurt, but I'm going to pick up a fucking 2x4 and start swinging.
Well, I picked it up. I thought, no, because if I let loose with this, and that's it, I'm going to end up in prison probably for the rest of my life because I won't stop.
Okay.
So I drop it and I start walking away because I'm fed up at this time. I just wanted to go back home and play fucking Modern Warfare.
Fortnite, yeah. Yeah, go on.
Fuck Fortnite. And fuck everyone who plays Fortnite.
Go on, sorry.
No, it's the next thing I know, I had a push. I got pushed in the back and I fell on the floor and picked up the same piece of wood I dropped and fucking wham, straight onto my ribs. Fractured my ribs. I had 2 busted eyes. I had nearly a broken nose. If they punched me any hard, it would have broke.
And these are 10-year-olds?
Oh, no, the kids who started the fight were about 13, 14. I have no problem. I had no problem. As long as they were younger than 12, I had no problem. Because they know right from wrong. When I get into it, I know you're going to get... Well, yeah, it's how they get brought up. So I ended up in hospital. And after that, I think I was in bed. I went home, got a shower, because there's spat in my hair. Laid on the bed. The police came. And it turns out that 2 of them had pocket knives that they were planning on using if the fight carried on. But obviously, after hitting me in the ribs and punching me a couple of times in the face, I was out like a light.
What a good thing.
It was one of my brother's friends at the time. He pulled up in his truck going, everything all right? He looked at me and helped me in his car because I couldn't move. Took me home. I got a shower and the police came and the kid who wanted the fight in the first place, I tried to keep him out of trouble because it wasn't him who started trying to fight. It was his other friends.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get someone in trouble who wanted the fight, but then ended up backing away after it got too much.
True, but also you should be a little bit more like, "Hey guys, stop" or whatever. But I mean, these are kids at the end of the day, aren't they?
They're not going to listen.
No.
Kids are some of the most violent creatures on the planet.
Kids are opportunists. I mean, at the end of the day, even if it wasn't his friends, people sometimes just fucking, oh, there's someone getting beat. I'm just going to be a weird, like, sadistic person, yeah, and just try and like harm someone for.
Yeah, he was living with his grandparents, so I apologised to his grandparents because we took it to court because hospital bills and everything.
Of course, yeah.
And he was there, as a witness.
Yeah.
So I apologised to his granddad because I became good friends with his granddad.
Yeah.
And then that was it. I didn't speak to them after that. The 2 kids who actually did most of the damage ended up in juvie, and then the parents moved. They went to Juve, and within a few days, the house was empty. They went.
The place was
So, yeah, their house was empty. Because we lived in the same cul-de-sac.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. They weren't even in the place for a year before the shit happened. But yeah,
some people move about like they're invincible, don't they?
Yeah, after that I thought it's not going to happen anymore. And then I met my next door neighbour. I met his little brother, who was 3 years younger than me. We played basketball a couple of times. But then I met his brother, who was the same age as me. And I tell you what, he put me through some right training. He helped me with my reflexes and everything. And then we ended up falling out over something stupid.
Gag reflexes.
No. He used to use bamboo. He used to...
What the fuck is it? It's the Karate Kid.
It pretty much like it, yeah. It was actually interesting. He used to lay some stuff out. So, like, if we was eating, he used to get the ingredients out and make what you want. He used to get the bamboo ready. If I was too slow, he used to get my hands with the bamboo. It's not too hard, but hard enough to go, I need to do it faster.
Yeah.
And then after a few months of that, I was fine. And then there was this...
A martial artist.
Oh, yeah. It's like I got into one fight. This was after everything, after all my training and everything, and well, training if you want to call it training. I had a broken foot.
Yeah.
And this kid comes up and is like, "I'm going to fight you." I'm like, "Well, it's kind of unfair considering I've got a broken foot." He's like, I don't care about that. I'm going to fight you. I want to get into your gangs, into your gang. I'm like, we're not in a gang. He's like, yeah, you are. I'm like, no, we're just friends that hang out and play games and watch TV.
Me and Mr. Miyagi. Is it Mr. Miyagi? Yeah, wasn't it?
Yeah. He's like, yeah, well, I'm going to fight you anyway. One punch it took to drop him.
You're not in our gang. You're a weakling.
I stood still. He was running all over the place. I stood still because I couldn't do much with a broken foot. He came up to me. He got me a few times. I'm like, what was that meant to hurt? I just went, and he dropped to the floor. He went home and got a beating off his stepmom for losing to me. His excuse was, "Oh, I was hungry. Oh, I just only woke up and I came straight out." I'm thinking,
yeah, pull the other one, mate.
Okay. So then, after my foot healed, he wanted a rematch.
So you beat him with your little pinky?
No, I got him, picked him up, and just dropped him on the floor. I'm like, "Do you really want to continue with this?" He's like, come on, I'm not backing down. Comes running up to me. I just punch him again, and he's like, "I'm not doing this anymore."
So I see that in fights, right, where people, and you think, oh, mate, like, when someone gives you a fucking lifeline, and there's actually a story about me, I'll leave for another time, but when someone gives someone a lifeline, fuck me, choose it, because it seems like the other person's overwhelmingly confident and strong. It's not always the case, but the other
wasn't confident.
But it's just the fact that, like, the person who gets knocked down and then gets back up and gets knocked down again, the other person's just like, really? You want to keep coming at me? And you like, and the other person's like, fuck. Their confidence is dropping, but thinking, I've got a heart like a lion, I'm going to keep coming forward. And then you just got this kid that just kind of like, I'm barely trying. Come on, just take the loss.
Yeah, and then his dad gave him a good hiding for losing to me. Even though he got told not to mess with me by his
They're
parents.
fucking playing. I mean, look at you. You should be able to. I'm joking.
I don't fight. I don't enjoy fighting. I don't. I leave it to the
Fucking
last
love
second.
it.
If I can't talk my way out of a fight or try and calm shit down, falling. Yep. I will. Nope, you're falling again. Oh, well. I'll do everything I can before it becomes too violent. If that makes any sense.
And then you get your friends Des and Troy.
No, I tend to.
Girls.
I tend to bear hug people.
You know,
Can't get into trouble for bear hugging.
Yeah, just suffocate them.
I'm just trying to sort the phone out because it's going mental. Saying he's charging, but it won't.
Did you want to round up there? We've done. We've got some fantastic conversation, and we may continue another time.
Yeah, we'll leave it we'll leave this for this time.
Lovely stuff. All right, we'll sign out then. Have you got something else to say, or?
No, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. If not, smash that dislike.
So that's all I've got to say. I was going to say the same thing. So this has been the Dave and Josh Show. Thanks very much. And if you haven't already, gone on to Josh Alton's channel. So that's Alton-Josh-1992, or my channel, which is Reckless Sneak. Do so and subscribe, like, watch our videos, and comment. That's it. That's all I've got to say. Cool.
Bye.
Bye.